Today on WSRH Extra, we meet a teacher who has changed the lives of students and faculty.
Also, we see a veterinarian who has a passion for helping animals.
Plus, the changes a local restaurant has gone through due to COVID-19. WSRH Extra starts now. Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Madison Newman.
And I'm Melina Rayfield. A teacher here at Seminole Ridge not only focuses on helping students learn, but takes an extra mile to make an impact on the community. WSRH Extra reporter Emma Albright takes us to meet Ms Ahmad.
Ahmad is one of the teachers here at Seminole Ridge, but she is not just an ordinary staff member. In all 16 years that Seminole Ridge has been open, Ms Ahmad continues to leave her mark on the community.
She's had an impact in a huge way. She's been here since the very beginning and has always been one of the most popular and most active teachers on campus and brought a lot of positive things. She helped begin our National Honor Society and really got it firmly established in the first several years the school was open, and then has brought other clubs and organizations such as Dance Marathon to us.
During her time, she has actively been involved in many organizations around campus until she found her true passion as the sponsor of a student-run philanthropy called Dance Marathon.
Dance Marathon has been a part of the Seminole Ridge community and culture for 7 years. I had a former Seminole Ridge alumni go off to University of Florida, was part of Dance Marathon at UF, and came back and told me, Mrs. Ahmad, I have the best philanthropy that you could start at the high school level and create a mini marathon event and spread the passion through the community.
While she continues to impact the community, she also devotes her time to developing a relationship with all her students inside and outside of the classroom.
Ahmad is the sponsor for Dance Marathon, so I've known her all 4 years of my life and here in high school, and I've gotten really close to her, so she's taught me a lot when it comes to life skills, and she's just always been there for me. She's like my mom when I'm at school. She's always there for everybody.
Her involvement is driven by her own personal hardship.
Personally, I had a son in 2002 that, had I known about UF Health Shands, possibly St. Mary's, and could have sent us to UF Health Shands, and we could have possibly saved his life, but he passed away early on. The work that those doctors do and the research that they do with the different genetic causes and diseases and pediatric illness, cancers, it's just like amazing research and work. And this philanthropy dedicates all the money, the time, the effort for those families, for the doctors, for the researchers, so that we can make a better tomorrow for those kids that are living at hospital today.
Ms Ahmad is known for spreading her joy and passion throughout campus.
It's easy to see just from being around Ms Ahmad for 30 seconds. The smile and the positivity she brings on the campus every day is huge, and then the impact she has on her kids in the classroom and in the organizations that she sponsors.
Despite all of the difficulties of this year, Ms Ahmad remains optimistic that her Dance Marathon team can top last year's donations of over $56,000. But regardless, she says how this experience has given her something in return.
It just made me a better teacher to show kids that outside of the academic arena there is life happening, and that you can be a bigger part of contributing to something in your community. Whether it's the UF Health Shands Children's Miracle Network cause, it could be dogs, Big Ranch Rescue, and helping, Peggy Adams with cats and dogs. Find something that you're passionate about. Find a philanthropy that you can give of yourself to wholeheartedly without seeking anything in return. And that's what makes me feel like I'm an accomplished educator outside of the classroom. I'm teaching during the day, but I'm also teaching life lessons to kids that I feel are important to help them become a better, bigger, well-rounded kind of person and give back in our community.
Many people have a passion in their life, but one person in particular has a strong passion for helping animals get better. WSRH Extra reporter Kayla Portugal shows us her story.
Good afternoon at Paws Animal Clinic. This is Casey. How can I help you?
Dr. Patricia is the owner of All Paws Animal Clinic and the doctor that is in charge of all of the animals that come in day to day. Dr. Patty is very passionate when it comes to her job.
I've been doing this for 36 years. And I just love coming in and taking care of the animals and the people that own the animals.
Not only is Dr. Patty passionate about her job as a veterinarian, but so are her employees.
I am a veterinary technician, so I'm pretty much like a doggy kitty nurse. I help Dr. Patty with all the surgeries and assisting patients in rooms and filling medications, and I just love what I do.
Dr. Patty's love for animals didn't start just here, but from a very young age.
From the time I was 5 years old, we got our first dog. I knew from that moment on that I wanted to be a veterinarian. I think what motivates me the most is just that I'm helping the pets and I'm helping the people as well.
Many of her clients know how compassionate Dr. Patty is towards her patients.
She absolutely loves animals, and she'll do anything she can to help them.
Being in the veterinarian's field, you encounter challenges every day.
It's just a wonderful profession, and I'm always learning something new every day.
For WSRH Extra, I'm Kayla Portugal.
Restaurants all over the nation have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, including places local to our community. WSRH Extra reporter Grace Linares takes us to Jimmy Brooklyn's.
Jimmy Brooklyn's Pizza Parlor is a family restaurant located in Wellington, Florida, and is a favorite amongst many. Store manager Francesca Lorello tells us a little more about this hotspot.
My main goal to provide for customers is great customer service, a great atmosphere, and just a great place to come to, bring your families, enjoy food.
Choosing here because of the different varieties of pizzas that they offer.
Though being a popular restaurant, Jimmy Brooklyn's has still had to experience changes during COVID.
What COVID has definitely had an impact on us is we don't have as many people dining in anymore. So that makes it hard for me to provide, good atmosphere for everybody to come into and show how good our customer service can be. So,
despite the minor impact COVID has had on Jimmy Brooklyn's, they are still able to provide excellent service to customers.
10? I give it like a 9 out of 10.
And a favorite dish of Jimmy Brooklyn's pizza seems to be
penny alla vodka for sure.
The penny alla vodka pizza.
After visiting Jimmy Brooklyn's Pizza, they even offered a $10 certificate to use these as credits to buy pizza. Through this past year, Jimmy Brooklyn's Pizza has been able to provide outstanding service for customers and has been a very comfortable place for people to dine in and out. For WSRH Extra, I'm Grace Linares.
Here at Seminole Ridge, we have many teachers that take charge of organizations and academies. One teacher in particular spends most of his time focusing on an academy close to our hearts. WSRH Extra reporter Wyatt Anderson takes us to meet Mr. Wright.
Over the last 16 years, Seminole Ridge has developed into a very prominent school in Palm Beach County. This is due in part to its various programs and academies, including the TV Production Academy, which is run by Earl Wright. Earl, a former producer for West Palm Beach CBS News affiliate WPEC, started down his unique path from a cue card.
And I read the card for him, and it was like a commercial, basically. And he's like, I like your voice. You want a job? And I was like, doing what? They ended up hiring me for this rock radio station in Gainesville.
Despite that job bringing him lots of enjoyment, it also brought him a load of experience and ideas of his own about the industry that he loves. He now shares these ideas with his students, and some students can see his ideas with their very own eyes.
When I see the kid suddenly, all of a sudden, it clicks and they figure it out when they're editing, or they figure it out when they're writing, or, all of a sudden they figure it out and they've got confidence being in front of the camera. And that's, that for me is a cool moment.
During my sophomore year, he put me in front of the camera and said, Chris, you're going to anchor for today, and we'll see how it goes. And once I was in front of that camera, I think that camera started rolling and we went live, it clicked, and I really enjoyed it.
Having this passion can lead to some incredible opportunities when the proper amount of work is put in. As of last year, Amber Pellicone, a 2016 graduate of the program, landed a job at WCJB News Station, an ABC News affiliate based out of Gainesville, Florida. Earl admits that seeing success such as Amber's is a fulfilling moment.
Just gotten a job, and I didn't know this. She called me and I look at the phone and I'm like, Amber, hello? And she's like, can you guess why I'm calling you? And I was like, did you get a job? She's like, I got a job! And she's freaking all out.
With Mr. Wright continuing to spread his infectious passion, it is safe to say that the future of the news industry is in great production. For WSRH Extra, I'm Wyatt Anderson.
For this math teacher's students, things are adding up as he finds new ways to connect with his online students. WSRH Extra reporter Emily Sandman has the story.
This is Mr. Holtrup. He's the geometry teacher here at Seminole Ridge.
I love coming into school every day. I love seeing the students. I love the team that I work with, everybody that's here. After spending 20-something years in the restaurant business, it is nice to have a good schedule, but I love to be able to come in and have a rewarding job where I know that I can do what I like and make a difference in people's lives.
He interacts well with all of his students, physical and virtual. He even works with someone close to him, his wife.
My husband is such a good person in the workplace and out of the workplace.
Yeah, he's a good teacher. I mean, I got really behind at one point, and he sat down with me and helped me with a few of my assignments, and I actually got a letter grade up.
What made you choose math?
You know what? As my wife and I, we decided we were going to be teachers after doing something different, for a long period of time. And I decided that I'd like to do math because, number one, I've used math a lot in my previous career, and it's something that I felt like I was pretty good at, and I really enjoy the aspect of being able to teach it.
I chose math because I actually have an accounting business degree, so numbers are my friends to begin with. I always liked math as a subject, but more importantly, I have that accounting degree, so it's a way for me to tie it all together.
Who is the better teacher?
Oh, man. You know what? I would have to say my wife would have to be the better teacher, because if I didn't say that and she found out, I'm sure she'd be really mad. So
I would say me, and I think he would say me. Did you ask him this question? And I think he would say me. He better say me.
Coming up on WSRH Extra, we see what's going on in sports.
COVID safety is very important. You should always wear your mask and social distance at all times. When you are in line waiting to get food, make sure that you are 6 feet apart and have your mask on, because if not, you could get COVID-19. When using the restroom, make sure to always wash your hands. Just some reminders: always keep your distance, sit where you're supposed to sit, and take the foods that you touch, and wash your hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. These are ways you can stay COVID-free.
The softball team is off to a great start this season. One player is making a difference on the team with her passion for the sport. WSRH sports reporter Natalie Anabalon takes us to meet Zoe Career.
People are passionate about sports. Even in the face of COVID pandemic, softball player Zoe Career continues to play the sport of her passion, softball, which has allowed her to stand out among her team.
She plays third base and she never gives up. When she messes up, she sticks right back to the ball.
Her passion towards the sport has allowed her to stand out amongst her other teammates, even despite the challenges of the sport.
Some of the challenges are probably because it's such a fast-paced game. Once you make a mistake, it's hard not to get down on yourself because there's always a next play you got to work on.
Despite the COVID pandemic putting a limit on a lot of sports, especially teamwork-based sports such as softball, Zoe refuses to let it keep her from playing the sport of her dreams.
Yeah, since I started playing, college ball's always been one of my dreams, and since I go to college next year, I'm hoping to play then.
Thanks to her passion and helpful attitude, her teammates are grateful.
Her energy and the way she helps people.
With all of this, a bright future can be seen ahead for Zoe in her softball career.
Yeah, I knew she had college people looking at her, and she's a very good pitcher and outfield.
This goes to show that despite bad circumstances, people don't let it get them down and prevent them from doing what they enjoy. For WSRH Extra, I'm Natalie in Avalon.
Even though he hasn't been playing volleyball long, Zachary Puentes has already become extremely passionate about this sport. WSRH sports reporter Eliza Marrero has the story.
Volleyball is a popular sport played in high school. Zachary Fuentes, a junior at Seminole Ridge High, has been playing throughout high school. He and his team strive for greatness and try to be the best they can.
I started playing volleyball my freshman year when my mom told me to try out actually, and after that freshman season I went to a more professional level and went to club. Then after club I played sophomore and junior year on varsity.
Over the years he has improved greatly with the help of his teammates and especially his coach.
This is the second year I've had Zach on my team. I did coach him as a 9th grader when I was an assistant. So I've been able to see him mature and grow and get better as the years go on.
Zachary not only plays for Seminole Ridge, but he also plays for another club.
I play for Ocean Bay Volleyball Club, which is located in Miami, Florida, and we travel all around the country, even sometimes around the world in South America and even Canada. But I just got back home from a tournament in St. Louis. And I also play for Seminole Ridge High School, which is school season and starting now.
Volleyball has given Zachary a feeling of being free and unstoppable.
I'm just passionate about the sport and I just love playing. I just feel open-minded. Too, it keeps me, I always like being in shape, no matter what I'm doing or what time of the year. I don't like being inside at all, so I play volleyball. And then I'm passionate about it because it's also kind of my family, and I feel I have to live up to a certain goal.
We all have something that we love and are passionate about, and for Zachary, that was volleyball. For WSRH Extra, I'm Eliza Marrero.
Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Madison Newman.
And I'm Melina Rayfield. If you have any story ideas, please tweet us at Seminole Ridge TV.